Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking Politics here at the Hindu, where we unpack the news making the headlines in domestic politics. This week, the race for the Congress president's post became interesting, with the process being notified and nominations en route to being filed. There seems to be a real possibility that there's going to be a contest. Whether or not that's going to be a pre-decided contest or an all-out contest, of course, is yet to be seen. For political scientists and journalists, this is an exciting time indeed, as India's oldest political party attempts inner-party democracy after many years of automatic selection of someone from the Gandhi family at the top post in the Congress. And while state units of the party have gone and passed resolutions asking that former party president Rahul Gandhi be the next Congress president, there seems to be, as I said before, a situation of a contest being developed here. There have been daily developments with regard to what is likely to be a momentous election for the Congress party, but it is not, however, the subject of this episode of Talking Politics. That honor belongs to the controversy that has blown up over the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, an MOU, between mining company Vedanta and Taiwanese semiconductor giant Foxconn and the government of Gujarat to set up a semiconductor and display production plant in that state, in Gujarat, over the supposed claims of the state of Maharashtra, which had also been vying for the same project. This decision should have been purely based on business concerns, logistics, and access to skill, etc., but is now mired in major politics between the two states. One state Maharashtra, the other, and accusing another state Gujarat of sneaking away the project because of political reasons and the political heft that Gujarat seems to have because it is the home state of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What is this controversy all about, and what are the implications that a semiconductor plant can have for the politics in the two states, one of which faces assembly polls this year? Uh, uh, what is this controversy all about? Well, first of all, let's just kind of have a look at what this project has been all about. Well, a mining giant Vedanta has partnered with the semiconductor production company Foxconn, which is Taiwanese based, through a 60-40 joint venture to set up an integrated display and semiconductor fabrication ecosystem. Now, please remember that during the COVID lockdowns, etc., semiconductors, chips, etc., there was a supply issue because economies had shut down, including in China, which is the major semiconductor producer, and Taiwan. So there was a feeling that India also needed to boost, and the world, in fact, needed alternative supply chains for semiconductors. And this was a fabrication ecosystem which Foxconn is known for creating assembly units for electronic devices, including but not limited to mobile devices. So it's a big project that had come into the country. Now, one of the goals of the project is to make India self-reliant in electronics through expansion of its presence across the value chain. It is the fourth such project under the 76,000 crore production-linked incentive scheme that had been launched by the government to bolster India's capacity for semiconductor manufacturing. How did the controversy begin? This joint venture was in an advanced stage of discussion with the Maharashtra government to set up a $22 billion, around 1.54 lakh crore project in the state. The project was estimated to bring close to 26,000 crores in state goods and services tax. 80,000 to 1 lakh direct and indirect job opportunities were set to be created. 21 billion direct and 5 to 8 billion additional investment helping the state's GDP growth. Around 150 plus companies across value chains would have benefited from this one project. Now, jobs is always a big political issue as well as an economic issue. Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Karnataka, and Gujarat were the other states in competition to grab this project, which of course went to Gujarat. As soon as the Memorandum of Understanding, the MOU, was signed between the government of Gujarat and Vedanta-Foxconn, Shiv Sena leader and former environment minister in the state government, Aaditya Thackeray, set the ball rolling by stating that the previous Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government, of which he was a part, which the faction of the Shiv Sena, led by him and his father, were a part, that the government had been waiting to get and working to get this investment into the state. And the previous coalition government had, in fact, finalized the project site at Talegaon near Pune. And he asked why the conglomerate had moved out at the last minute and called it a big loss for Maharashtra. The previous MVA government had approved rupees 38,831 crore incentive package for Vedanta-Foxconn and offered to increase it to a further to 40,000 crores. However, the incentives, according to the Shiv Sena leaders, the incentives offered by the Gujarat government were lower by 12,000 crores. Even then, then Minister of Industries, former Minister of Industries, Subhash Desai, he wanted to know, even then, why did they go to Gujarat? I mean, he very clearly alleged that it was a political decision taken under the pressure of the union government. Now, this issue has touched a raw nerve in Maharashtra due to the obvious impact on local job creation. The Shiv Sena was founded on the plank of the Sons of the Soil movement, which is jobs to native Marathi-speaking people and Maharashtrian pride, and has claimed that the larger flight of capital was being encouraged by the BJP from Maharashtra to Gujarat, and it would lead to the gradual erosion of Maharashtra's importance in the industries and finance sector in which it now leads, and it is meant to eventually sever Mumbai from Maharashtra. The Shiv Sena also alleged that it was the upcoming polls in Gujarat, the home state of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, which made the centre give more than a nudge to the companies to relocate to Gujarat despite more favourable conditions in Maharashtra. Again, the Shiv Sena and its allies alleged that the union government was being partial to Gujarat at the cost of Maharashtra, and that the Eknath Shinde-led coalition government in Maharashtra was not protecting the state's interests vis-a-vis Gujarat, which is home to the BJP's central leadership. Now, the controversy has raised hopes within the Shiv Sena that it might be able to polarize the elections to the Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation on linguistic grounds. Now, the BMC polls have still not been notified, but they are said to be around the corner, and the BMC is actually the richest local corporation in India, and a Marathi versus a non-Marathi angle could become a focus for this campaign, for those polls, and the Shiv Sena feels that it could benefit the Shiv Sena politically. Now, to be sure, the Shiv Sena does face an uphill task against the BJP and Chief Minister Eknath Shinde to retain power in the BMC, because they fought in alliance before, etc. And even when they did require the help of the BJP to form, their own administration there. But there is a whisper campaign, therefore, which has been set forth that if the BJP wins the BMC election, it may lead to the carving out of Mumbai, which is the economic heart of not just that state, but also India, out of Maharashtra. What is the basis for this kind of talk? And is there a kind of a history which is being alluded to in terms of Maharashtra versus Gujarat? Well, in the 1960s, in 1960 especially, the state of Maharashtra was carved out from the bilingual state of Bombay, with Mumbai as its capital. Maharashtra secured Mumbai, overriding the claims of Gujarat and the demands that it be a union territory. Now, the government of India appointed the SRC in 1953, and there was lobbying from the Bombay Citizens Committee, which included prominent industrialists, etc., who basically wanted Bombay to be kept out of the state of Maharashtra. They felt that Bombay was bigger and it should be a union territory like Delhi, and it should come under central control because there was so much of the financial might of the country concentrated in that city. Basically, the Gujaratis who feared losing Mumbai to Maharashtrians dominated this Save Bombay movement. On the other side, the Samyukta Maharashtra Samiti felt that Maharashtra was a Marathi-speaking state and Bombay had been its capital. Bombay was the jewel in the crown of Maharashtra, and that it was the Marathi working class that had built the city. So, after a struggle, the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat were formed, with the former getting Mumbai as its capital. When the history like that, with a history of a tug of war that has happened at the inception of the state, this could be a powerful narrative which has come out of the awarding of this project to the state of Gujarat and not to Maharashtra. Now, all these old fears are being stoked for anyone who claims that identity politics can be divorced from the politics of bread and butter or the economy or jobs. The Vedanta-Foxconn project award to Gujarat is a reminder of the phrase coined by the campaign manager to former US President Bill Clinton, that is James Carville, in 1992 when he was part of the Clinton campaign team when former President Clinton came up against the incumbent president at that time, George H.W. Bush. There was a recession in America, and James Carville coined the pithy phrase, it's the economy, stupid. That was to draw attention to recession under Bush, and it seems that the Shiv Sena too is looking at the bread trail to head back to power, at least in the BMC. Well, this is all I have for you this week. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week.